Hey y'all, what's up? I hope everyone has had a great week. I took a mental health break from recording. Like outside of me doing Ringside Society podcast last Friday, I was going to do a review for King and Queen of the Ring. My mental health would not let me do it. I got overwhelmed. And it was Memorial Day weekend. I decided to spend time with family. So a little bit about me. For those who don't know, I am a single mom. I have a 10-year-old son. In 2017, I know the exact date, April 17, 2017, my son was diagnosed what used to be called Asperger's mild autism. It took a lot. I had to work part-time. I have a whole degree and everything. Work part-time. Couldn't even work corporate America. I had to work like at grocery stores, and now like I work at like Wendy's and stuff like that to be able to have the type of flexibility that I have in order to take care of him. And he was going to 3 different therapies. He's going to ABA, speech, and OT. Luckily, he's graduated all of them. He goes to regular school now. Still has IEP, but since the pandemic and the screen time, he gets migraines, and migraines it's called abdominal migraines. It causes him to throw up, and he gets them randomly. So whenever he gets them, I have to call out. So that happened yesterday, and before that, it happened 2 weeks ago. So it gets overwhelming. And then, thankfully, outside of like certain social aspects and certain emotional aspects, he's still a normal kid. He has soccer, he has basketball, so I'm busy. Okay. I just needed a break. So I'm going to try to do all of this in one from what I remember. So bear with me. I might go on a rant today about King and Queen of the Ring, Raw, NXT, and tonight's Smackdown. Okay. So King of the Queen of the Ring was good. I didn't catch the last match with Logan and Cody. I didn't watch it at 1. My son and I were planning on doing something, and then it ended up pouring down raining, and we just stayed in the bed together. And when we decided to watch it at 5, we didn't watch it. We ended up watching it like 8 or something like that. So had I watched it at the time it came out, but I think I ended up getting a headache, I would have watched the whole thing. But because I watched it at 8, I didn't watch the whole thing. So I fell asleep part of Gunther and Randy's match. It was not the match though, to be honest. It was just me being tired, like mentally and physically. And then I didn't even catch Logan and Cody's match. But I was here for the Indi Candice versus Bianca thing. You guys know I was upset about them having a short match because all the other matches were so good and they took up all the time. But I was like, I know Candice is a phenomenal wrestler. I want her and Bianca to go back in the ring. I don't care if it's solo or if it's a tag team match. And that's exactly what I got. To be honest, the way the match ended, I knew that the women would retain their titles. Oh, that's my mole. But I was upset. It still seemed short because when they introduced it, because the commentary and stuff was so long, and then they show all these clips and stuff. When they introduced it, they was like, they had like 10 minutes, and I was like, come on, dog. I could do one more Candice versus Bianca match, just them by themselves. Like, the good thing about that is the start of that ended up being this, and it ended up being Candice being home, and now Jade versus Indi. And it's become something. But, like, I want to see them two wrestle and take their time wrestling. Like, let it be what it was tonight for the women's tag team with, like, Naomi and Bianca, Bayley versus Piper and Chelsea. Like, let it have some length to it. Let it have some substance to it. Y'all know I love Jade from AEW. I love strong black women. I love how she held the title and stuff like that. Even then and now, I know she's progressing with her wrestling and stuff, which I admire. And I know the person in me being American and we getting everything, like this, that certain stuff I know takes time to develop, and I want it to happen right away. So for me, even though she's a great star, I want her wrestling skills to be honed in and toned in and perfected right away. And I know that's going to take time. In certain aspects, I know certain stuff she'll grasp right away, and in certain stuff it takes a while. And that's just for any wrestler. Even if you're the number one person in the company and you're perfecting your craft, like that just so happens to be what it is. She's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? One thing I do she does have, I will say, that a lot of these women that's in Raw and SmackDown don't have is the promo skills. Okay? And I know I had Bianca up there as one of my favorites. And I want to say I had, I think I had, for Raw, who did I have out there? I wanted to say I had, now my mind just went blank. I think it was Bayley, Bianca. It was like half of the horsemen, because I think it was Becky, Bayley, Bianca. I can't remember, because now the women just fight. Like, they don't really be on a mic like that. I had Shayna up there. And I had, and NXT just proved my point. Like, she is such a star. And I think I had Michin up there. But, let me tell y'all something. Their promos are so authentic, and you can tell that they become friends. Like, I know originally her and Naomi were friends, but I think with them becoming a tag team, they have become friends as well and gelled really well together. But I know she was a heel at AEW. Her promos give heel, okay? Even now in WWE. First of all, she gives heel in general, because every time she comes up and it's her turn to wrestle or go out in the ring, she comes into the camera like this, and then she talks to the camera. Okay? That's one thing. I know a lot of sports stars do that, like basketball players, football players. That's how you know she used to play ball. But she does a lot of that. And then with her promos, it gives heel, and it gives confidence, but it gives heel. Or like an in-betweener, I guess. Because like the last one, she was like, who they thought this was? And then at the King Queen ring, she was like, are we giving out applications? Because you can come get this work. And I said, ooh. Like, that was nice. Like, girl, I was like, you need to teach some of these girls how to speak on a mic, because everyone is great wrestler. That's why they got signed. But can you talk? Can you display emotion? She got that. And it's so authentic. You can tell it's not scripted. And that's another reason why we love people like her. We love people like Paul. You know what I'm saying? We love people like R-Truth. Even if his is scripted, like something he wrote down, you can't tell us that. Like, he's been doing it forever. He's really good at it. We love people like Cody, when he got the little hillish edge to him. Like, people like that. The Miz. Like, we love Montez. We love people that can give us, you ain't got to think about it. They ain't got to think about it. It comes straight off the dome. And even if it don't come straight off the dome, and they sat there and practiced in the mirror, the way they present it, you can't tell the difference. Okay? Then I think it was a jump with who was it? It was Lyra and Nia. And that was one of the matches I was looking forward to. And I was looking forward to hers too. I love that match. First of all, Nia was giving in her uniform, okay? Not her uniform, her gear. I love the mixed match in the two different patterns. And then the wig she had on, like, she was beautiful. Like, that might be my favorite gear of hers. And I think she looks beautiful with her natural hair or regular hair. And I'm so glad they made her queen of the ring. So I was like, she's already healed. That's going to give her a little edge. And then I also said, and I didn't see the whole match, but I saw the end result of when Gunther versus Randy. And I was like, logically speaking, it would be, to give Cody one of his dream matches, it would be Randy winning. You know what I'm saying? So he can get that. But then I was like, entertainment speaking, we're going to get Gunther versus Damien. And that's exactly what we got. I was like, I knew it was going to go entertainment-wise. Like, if we're talking about, because I'm like, Gunther lost the title. He's doing this little heel situation. He got something to prove. Damien, low-key, wants to prove to us that he's better or just as good as Cody. I mean, not Cody, Seth, that he could do it on his own. Got something to prove. And then one of the other matches I was looking forward to was my other girl, Liv. Y'all know Bianca and Liv are my girls. And Becky. Dom ended up coming out there and throwing the chair out. And I thought, I was confused because I'm like, at first I was like, is he helping Liv or is he helping Becky? Because I'm like, either way, whoever wins is getting the title for, Rhea still ain't getting the title. So then people was like, I had predicted, I was like, I want Liv to win, but I feel like Becky's going to win. I was wrong. And Liv is my girl, but I was like, either way, this is before I knew everything, because y'all know I don't really read the blogs and stuff. So I was like, either way, it don't matter, because whoever wins, the other one, you know, whoever wins gets to keep the title, and then the other person could challenge them, and then Rhea will be back for SummerSlam, so it could be a triple threat. Okay. Mr. Logan and Cody situation. So 6 matches. 1, 2. Hold on, I'm trying to think, y'all. The tag team, the pre-match. Liv and them. Liv and them. I think it was Bayley and Chelsea. And was it Bayley and Chelsea? I think it was Bayley and Chelsea. It's been so long. It's been like a whole week. So I don't even remember. But let me tell y'all, all the women look beautiful. I still don't like the misogynistic thinking of the whole situation. Of how men could be daggone their underwear and women have to be fully covered up from the neck like that. I don't like it. I know that's their cousins, but I don't like it. Like, you can't even show arm. Like, that's crazy. That's why I was like, I'd just be in there just dead. Because I'm like, not, you know, like really, but with what I got diagnosed with from my OB and the way my hormones fluctuate, I would be hot as hell. And then they talking about it was already 93 and feel like, and then Corey and them talking about some, I'm in here and it already feel hot. I'm like, nah, dog, I'm good. Y'all can just have me come. Wait till Monday. Like, I ain't got to go to this PLE medical condition. Like, I'm not going. I don't care how much you pay me. And if I do that, do go. I don't know what time it was when it started, but let me be close to the last match when the temperature go. Did the temperature go down? Or is it like North Carolina? Because North Carolina, let me tell you, some summers it gets so hot, okay? The sun be beaming, and you feel like you about to die during the daytime. Then you be so relieved at night because you think the sun go down and it's going to be nice and warm. I mean, nice and cool. And it be just as hot or hotter at night than it was in the daytime. You're like, hold the hell up. And then because it's summer and you know it's hurricane season, we have lightning storms here. Like, I never forget when I first moved here and it was just lightning, light up the sky. And it was like, that's from the temperature. Like, freaking daggone ozone layer. We got to get this climate change situation together. Okay, because that, like, I've never in my life experienced that. And I'm from DC, okay? I'm from the DC area. Never seen that. Seen snow, no rain. Moved here, saw that, thought that was crazy. Okay, moved to Nashville, Tennessee, almost experienced my first tornado. Twister that came out in 95, and then going on a ride, Universal. I have PTSD. Like, that's one of the natural disasters I don't want to see or be a part of. Not up close and live. Like, that Category 5 or whatever, the end of that show, that movie scared the hell out of me. I don't see how people live in the Midwest. And the alarms was going off when I lived in Nashville. Like, I was 8 months pregnant with my son. Was trying to figure out how I was going to get my big tail, roll my big tail out of bed because I was laying down. And Nashville's in the mountains, so you get the snow, and then it's kind of towards the Midwest, going towards the Midwest, you get the tornadoes, you get the rain, like the heat, the freezing temperature. Then I moved to Florida. And Florida, it rain every day and dry up. And we have hurricanes, but it's not like lightning storms. Like, that tripped me out. My first hurricane situation scared me too, but it wasn't as bad as I thought. Anyways, so if it's hot like that, like, I can't do it. I can't do it. But let me tell y'all something. Chelsea at Queen and King of the Ring, she won best gear tonight. She won best gear. And people were on Twitter talking about so she was like, she stepped her gear game up. She's had the best gear this far. So somebody gonna bring up Bianca's WrestleMania gear. And it was like, she's got the best WrestleMania. She's got the best gear in the industry as far as woman. That's how I ain't gonna hold you. They ain't respond. Y'all know Bianca, my girl. I said, I ain't gonna hold you. I said, Bianca did win WrestleMania, the big three, okay? Not gonna hold you on that. And I'm still stuck on the fast lane with the yellow, black, and gray gear she had. That, like, I don't know why, but that's one of my favorites. Okay? But I'm saying, but in Saudi, Chelsea won that. And Nia came in second. Okay? The daggone, the blue, for everybody had on shimmer color. Some type of glitter or silver or something. But the blue and white she had on, oh my God. And then with the hat, and then the tool around her thing. Like, that gear, I got chills now just talking about it. That gear was so, it was, oh my God, like, it was so pretty. So pretty. I think that's my favorite gear of hers ever. And I've seen her, no, because I like her in the black. No, hold on, wait. Does she have green on? Because y'all know green my color. I like, okay, let me tell y'all. Okay, so y'all know, I tell y'all, lime green is my favorite color. And I've liked it since I've watched Spice World. Because we used to have and I found a DVD at Walmart during the pandemic. So we used to watch Spice World. And I had Scary Spice and Star Spice Barbies. I'm aging myself. But every time Scary had the lime green, I was like, I like that color. My whole family knows I love it. My brother for Christmas said, I saw this. He said, I saw this. Y'all look, he was like, I saw this green ball and was like, that's my sister right there. I'm going to get it. Love, love, love. Love, like, that's my favorite color. Favorite color, black is second. Okay. And that's, I guess, me being from the DMV. Like, we're either wearing where I'm from, real bright colors or all black. Like, there's no in between. But I think she had a green gear. But I know for sure the black and white gear I think she had was Sonya. Because both of them look good doing that match. And the gear she had at Saudi was the favorite. I'm trying to think who, I know it was another men's match. I'm thinking. I'm only recalling 5. So I can't remember the sixth one. If there was a sixth one, I don't remember it. So charge it to my head, not my heart. Because I sat through it and I tweeted about it. And then, so Monday, and people were like, oh, Jade should have been there, this, that, and the third, and blah, blah, blah. So then when Naomi shared her story, and Rikishi shared his story and stuff like that, people were like, oh, okay, they get it, whatever. I'm like, I told y'all, Jimmy's not injured, and if he is, it was an accident. I say he's taking time off to spend time with his kids. Like, his son graduated. He probably, family vacations, staying home, just chilling before he goes to college, if he goes to college. Same with Jay. And, yeah. So I called that. I called it. But, Raw wasn't Raw enough for me. Like, to me, it was given lackluster. And I'm not saying that because Jay wasn't there. Because I can do a Raw without him being there. Now, my favorite part of Raw, was it? I like when Sammy came out. I think Bronson had came out. Ricochet fought Ivar again. Like, that was my favorite parts. And I love seeing Alba and Isla. And I said last year that they shouldn't have went to Smackdown because they only appeared twice on Smackdown last year. I was like, women's tag teams that we know are tag teams are meant for Raw. Raw women's division, women's division is basically tag teams. If you can't find yourself a tag team on Raw or a person to partner up with, you belong on SmackDown. You know what I'm saying? Like Tegan and Natty splitting up. So Tegan coming to SmackDown makes sense because Natty's been a lot on NXT. You know what I'm saying? So, outside of that, she'd probably been home chilling. We're at the dungeon. But like, since the Royal Rumble, they haven't been together. So it makes sense. But like, outside of like, when I watch Raw, I know y'all gotta introduce new people. I'm not mad at that. But I expect to see, my son expects to see Jay all the time. But for me, I expect to see Bronson Reed, Ivar, which he's been on NXT lately. The human highlight reel Ricochet, okay? Tag team champions, even if they make an appearance. The New Day, which I want to see them in the ring more. Like, them making cameos, I'm not mad at, but still, I'm glad they made a cameo. And then with the women, I want to see tag team fights. Like, we saw Liv and Becky do one last steel cage situation. And I had Liv winning regardless. I didn't know Becky's contract was up until I saw the picture and some of the tweets of people that I follow her. But I didn't know. So, like, I was just going based off the guess. I'm over here messing with my skin on my neck for no reason. But, and then I want to see the women's tag teams. Like, I want to see, like, outside of Zoe and, Shayna talking, like, I want to see, Katana and Cadence. I want to see Ivy and Maxine. I want to see Isla and, like, who else? The Creed brothers fought AOP. Yeah, I remember that match because I was like, AOP big as hell. Or was that the week before last? I think it was last week. I think it was Monday because I think after Carrier had. No, that was week before last because Carrier had said something to I can't remember a lot, y'all. I honestly can't. I was about to say Carrier had said something to Woods, and then That was it. But I think that was a week before last. Because this Monday, Truth had got an ice cream machine. Now, an ice cream truck. And all of that. But because most of the women's tag teams are on Raw, they just need to keep the belt over there. Like, you don't need, are we going to have the women from SmackDown, if they win the tag teams, go to Raw and vice versa? Like, this is what y'all should do. Okay? Y'all should keep the tag team titles on Raw, because Raw has 3 hours and they have the women's tag teams, a plethora of them. Okay? Outside of like Indi and Candice, and then the StormiEST duo, and then that's it. They don't have nothing over there on SmackDown. What you should do is keep the tag team titles on Raw, and then when you come to SmackDown, have how they have an NXT North American Women's Championship, bring a SmackDown US Women's Championship, so that way the independent women, whether they're together like Bianca and Jade are, or they're independent like Naomi or Tiffany, something like that, they have something else to fight for outside of Bayley's title. Okay? And then that way the NXT title could stay where it's at. I mean, not NXT, I keep saying NXT. The Raw's, the tag team champion could stay where it's at title. That helps in two ways. One, now I know some people want to cross like brands to make an appearance for the fans and stuff like that. But at the same time, one, it keeps the stars from traveling as much, which I know if they have families could be a lot sometimes. And then two, it makes sense. Like, why have tag team champions in SmackDown and you got 2 tag team women groups? Like, I honestly can't think of another tag team women's group that's over there. Like, Damage Control done went to Raw. Daggone Isla and Wichita done went to Raw. Selena's by herself. She's in her faction with LWO. She even went to Raw. The Elektra for Legado del Fantasma is with her group. Michin is basically by herself because the OC done brought her out. I mean, she with the OC, but then she ain't, because they ain't bring her out tonight. And then she be in NXT half the time. And then who else? Blair is over there. Daggone. I said Tiffany. Naomi, Bayley, Jade. What's name? Charlotte's gonna be over there when she come back. Like, none of them are like women that work tag team. They might work together for a common cause, but other than that, there's no point. Okay? So yeah, so for me, and then the whole Braun Breaker thing, like, I get it, but I'm over it. Because this match, I was like, if this is going to be another freaking smash match, I'm going to be upset. Like, please. We know this man is incredible at what he does. People that watch NXT, and then other people complaining was like, oh, so we about to turn him into another Brock Lesnar. Bet. Just let us know. Just say that, okay? Second of all, I also like when Bronson, the other Braun, was out here looking for JD. Because at the end, it didn't make sense. But like, the cage match ending didn't make sense because, first of all, it was overplayed in a sense where, why did the ref let Dominic uncage the thing? That don't even make sense. Because even in the last Hell in a Cell match with Omos versus Bobby Lashley, I think MVP tried to unlock the cage. Or did he unlock the cage? But he had to like hit the ref or like distract the ref or something like that to do that. Like, he didn't just openly do it. Like, homeboy openly did it in the ref's face. I was like, okay. So then Judgment Day come out like, what is you doing, dog? All this other stuff. And then Braun come out and attack JD and accidentally hit Becky, and then Liv walks out with a cage. And I was like, okay. And then Carlito. And then when he had a match earlier, Carlito interfered. Who was the match against on Monday? I'm going literally off the top of my head. Y'all know I don't write stuff down. So if I wrote it down, I would have it boom, 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 boom. I should probably start doing that. So I can at least look at it and then rant about it. It makes more sense, right? And then, yeah, Carlito tried to help. Who was fighting? It was Jade versus, I forgot who it was. Was it Braun? I think it was Braun Strowman. Because I was like, JD gonna get killed. And then I think Carlito tried to, or was it Finn? Carlito tried to help and they still lost. Like how you help and you still lose? So is they gonna make him? So then something had happened. Ray fought Carlito, and then Damien came out and extended the favor, which I like to raise a gear. But yeah, he returned the favor. So I'm like, is we doing him like Archery where he think he's in the group and he's not in the group, or are y'all doing him like JD where everybody accepts in the group, accepts him, but Damien don't like him? Okay, because I forgot who. Oh, Gunther had called him a paper champion and stuff like that, and Damien was like, at least I'm a champion, and he was like, I'd have cashed in on Seth if Seth would have won. And I said, right, y'all trying to say that, like, I said, it's money in the bank. So if you win money in the bank this year, Gunther, if you're in it, and you end up going to steal somebody's title, are you going to say the same thing? If somebody says the same thing to you, what you going to say? If somebody call you a paper champion, what you going to say? Oh, and then it was supposed to be Sheamus versus Ludwig. It was, I don't know. To me, it was average. It wasn't. But you know what? I've said this since I went to my first one. So I've been watching for 2 years now. Like 2 years in a week. And my first ever show was October 2022. I always say that. In Charlotte. It was Raw. And that show didn't make sense at all. At all. Even like in the weeks after that, it did not progress well. Like the whole situation with Dexter Lumis. And where is he at? Like when Ciampa came back with Johnny, we ain't seen Dexter since. Is he still on the roster? And you know what made me think about him even more? Is I watched Muscle Memory, right? Interview with Alicia Fox or Vix Crow, whatever name you want to call her or know her by. And she talking about how she trained at his wrestling academy or wherever he got a wrestling thing at. And she was like, he's on the roster. And I was like, well, where the hell is he at? We ain't seen him since he stopped, what's her name? And then he was at NXT congratulating Indi. Like, where is he? And this is what I'm saying. We keep having all this talent. And then I understand the main people in the mid cards. Like, I understand that. But then you got new up and comers. And then y'all keep bringing them up. And then don't know what the hell to do with them. And then they get let go. Because y'all brought them up. Like, if it's me, and I was like Alba and Isla, and I fought like on the house shows, and then like dark match and stuff, I don't mind that, but don't cut me because y'all can't find them do me. Y'all called me up, send me back down NXT. Y'all gonna do that? Like, I'd rather go back down there and just keep dealing with the people that are developing, and at least I'm on TV more, and I get more televised matches. Versus me being on the main roster and doing all the traveling and not even being in a match. Like, to me, that don't make no sense. But that's just me. Okay? So, what was that? Yeah, so, in that whole situation, I forgot how it ended. Oh, and then they showed him or her kissing him or something like that. And you know, I saw, so people were responding to that. And the best clip was, so they redoing China and Eddie. And I said, that makes perfect sense. Because, you know, people will say Rhea gives China, especially with her gear and the way she's built. She gives China. And then Dom's inspiration is Eddie. He grew out the mullet. He grew out that guy, I think he shaved that mustache and whatever. He does a shimmy and all that other stuff. And he tries to portray a new era of him. So they showed this clip when I guess somebody had kissed him. He was like, "Mommy," he was like, "Them hoes mean nothing. I love you," or something. And he said, and I was crying because I'm like, that's gonna be Dom when Rhea come back. Cause what are you gonna say? Or if she ain't responding on social media. Oh, and another thing I was saying. So then when Gunther had came out and was talking to Damien at the beginning, then daggone Drew comes out. This is how you know you got an unhealthy obsession. The first thing he gonna say is, "I'm the one who put Punk under such and such," or something about CM Punk. And I'm like, that ain't even got nothing to do with this conversation. Like, you brought homeboy up and he not even here. Then he goes on and was like, "Oh, you gotta fight me first. And when I win," basically, Drew's telling Gunther, "It's gonna be me and you at SummerSlam." So I'm like, okay. But then you better hope, because you know what would be funny is if Drew ends up winning at Clash at the Castle, and then whoever wins Toronto 2 weeks later, ends up cashing in on him, and he don't keep it that long either. Then he'll be going on another rage rant. Because everybody now that's losing is going on these rants and these revenge towards him, daggone Liv, and then the SmackDown version of him is AJ. Like, what is happening with these people? So I'm like, everybody got it. I don't know where these mosquitoes are. I must have got bit up yesterday. I had on shorts and did not know it. Now I'm feeling it. Or is a mosquito in his house? I think my son let a mosquito in the house. And I think I do, because I sleep with one of my feet out of my covers to balance out the cold and the hot. And I got bit 3 times on the one foot I stuck out. And I was like, it's a mosquito in here. That happened to me last year. Tore my feet up. My foot up. I was pissed. And I don't know. But now it's around my thighs. And that's where I had my shorts that stopped. So it might have been when I stood outside yesterday. Anyways, so then all of that transpired. So then was it Sunday? Saturday was King and Queen of the Ring. Monday was Raw. And the people that went to both, God bless you. Okay? If it was me, after the King and Queen of the Ring, I don't know what time it was there in Saudi, but as soon as it was over, I'd have took the next plane back this way and just go on to the next city and pass out. Where was the next city at? Was it Georgia or something like that? Columbia or something? I don't know. Go to the next city. So I'd have flew from Saudi to the next city, checked in my hotel, and passed out the whole day. Between a jet lag and me traveling. Oh yeah, okay. And then if I get up, let me go ahead and book me a massage and a daggone chiro chamber or acupuncture or yoga session or chiropractic session, one or all of the above. If I made money like that, let me tell you, I'm very much would be a LeBron. And they say he spends $1 million to $1.5 million on his body a year. That would be me. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm very much I'm a holistic hippie. My niece calls me a hippie. My mom calls me her sunflower child. She has 4 children. I'm the oldest. I'm the sunflower child. My other sister's a chic child. She's very much bougie and glam. My little sister's an eccentric child, and my brother he's him. He's like the laid back but athletic child. So like I'm the type who'd be like LeBron. Like if I had the money to do all that after every match, or at least once every 2 weeks, I'm getting massage, chiro, acupuncture. I'm gonna have a chef because I can cook, but I don't like to. Well, no, I would say that I want to expand my options of what else is out there that I've never tried. I don't care what cuisine it is, African, Asian, Native American, Polish, Australian. If it's good and it's healthy, give it to me, okay? And then I would do all that on top of working out, because I don't like taking medicine. Like I hate taking aspirin, ibuprofen once a month during my cycle. So if you give me alternative, holistic alternative, eat this from the earth, try this, aloe or something like that, I'm doing that first. And then if all else fails, I would take medicine. And then if all else fails and I have to get like something surgically removed or something fixed, I would get that. But okay. But after that Saudi thing, I done went straight to the next city, went to sleep, and then woke up, and then booked me like a good massage session or something, like for real. Okay. So then Triple H had 2 of those events. Shawn Michaels said, "Hold my purse." Oh, not hold my purse. That's what girls say. He said, "All right, hold my hat." When I tell you on Tuesday was so good. And it's not even the fact that Sexyy Red was there. I'm not a fan of hers like that. Like, I know who she is. I know her music. For me, I'm more so happy that she got to do that. Like a fan living out her dream. Because she tweets about NXT every week. And I know this because they retweet her retweeting it. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that she got to come on a show, I guess that was her version of gear. She looked like, what is that stunt devil's name? Y'all know the stunt devil's name. She looked like him. That his gear. And then, I can't think of his name, and it's going to irk my soul. Hold on. That's his name, Evel Knievel. So, I could not think of. Her gear was given Evel Knievel, and I don't know if that was her outfit or her gear or whatever, but she looked good. The only thing I probably would have prepped her on is when Ava had brought her out. I was gonna call the girl Simone by her real name. When Ava had brought her out and told her to thank you for presenting and coming and stuff like that, she was like, "Oh, thanks for having me." That's all she said. She should have said some more stuff. Like they should have prepped her a little bit, not unless she came late. The cute thing was her singing Shawn Michaels' entrance with him in the car. But then I was like, didn't she sample his song in one of her songs, her upcoming project? Like I loved every part of it. I can't wait for the Triple Threat North American Championship. Like I'm okay with Uma keeping it. Y'all know I butcher names, so forgive me. And I like Wesley. I'm so glad that he's back. I wouldn't be surprised if what's his name, John kept it. I would be surprised, but I wouldn't be mad at it. Can't wait for the 6-way North American Championship match. Okay, Michin won. Kalani won, and then it was like out of the 6 women, 5 of them are black. Okay, representation. I was like, not a, like, you know, can't wait, just can't wait, and I cannot wait. Like, people's like, who do you want to win? The first 2 people that came to mind was Michin or Lash, to be honest with you. Solidified history. Michin's been with WWE for a while. I think it'll be great for her to be first. I'm not saying she got to keep it for long. She can keep it for a week. But she'll always be in the history books as the first. So, I'd rather be in the history books probably if I had to choose as the first versus the longest. Because anybody could always break the longest streak. Oh, she was the longest reigning until this person came. But you can never say, oh, she was the first until this person came. No, because I'm still going to be first. Like, you know what I'm saying? That makes sense. And then Lola fight. Lola fought, what's her girl name? Her name was Anna something. I was like, is she supposed to? She had a pageant thing on, Miss NXT, but then she come out giving like Hollywood glam from the 1920s. So I'm like, what is her gimmick? Is it pageant girl, or is it glam, or is it both? Like, I'm confused. Like, I want her to, if it's all intertwined together, like, I'm confused. Okay, then it was showing Carl and Luke versus the tag team champions and then fighting the championship. And someone was like, wouldn't it be nice if the OC all had championships, Michin, and then the men with the tag team? And I said, that'd be nice. I don't mind. I want Michin to get the title. I wouldn't mind. Like, I don't know. I want Nathan and them to keep the tag team titles. Like, for real, if I'm being honest. The one I can't wait to see. Then, y'all, Jordynne came out. Okay? Jordynne Grace. I'm in here by myself on Wednesday. I work Tuesday. I had Monday off. I had Wednesday off. Worked here on Wednesday. Came here on Wednesday just sitting. Because I was like, I never get a day off. Okay? Because even on the weekends, like, I still have to be mom. Like, this time, my son was at school. I literally sat on the couch and did nothing all day. Played games on my phone. Took a nap. Watched TV. Like, nothing. I didn't have to get up if I wasn't hungry or I had to use the bathroom. I was like, I should clean up. I was like, nope, not even doing that today. Like, I could do that tomorrow. Okay? Like, I just needed a woosah break. But when Jordynne had came out, when they played her music, she said, I know, it was said, she playing the woe is me card. Oh, I'm the champion. I'm the greatest champion. Da 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 da. She was like, I don't even care. I didn't even want to be champion in the Smackdown or Raw brand. I said, oh. She's like, I'm more worried about the NXT brand. So they would come out and it's like, I know who you gonna fight at Battleground. Me getting my dates mixed up. I thought it was this weekend. I was super excited. But it's next weekend. So she was like, oh, excuse my hair, y'all. I took my braids out. I'm transitioning. Like I said, I took a mental break. I'm gonna have my life together next week. So she like I almost screamed and cried at the same time. That's how excited I was. Like, I want to go, did I want to go? Like, Jordynne is my girl, okay? I had chills on my arms and my feet. First, she looked so great in the black, okay? Love her. And then someone was like, someone tried to say some other stuff. I was like, I love her. Like, she is one of my favorites. Like, I've still watched TNA every once in a while. She's still one of my favorites. And people were talking about, if we keep this forbidden door open, who would you want to see? And stuff like that. And for the women, it was like Tasha and Michin, or someone said Naomi and Tasha. And I was like, they didn't fight at TNA, huh? I was like, but Michin and Tasha would be better, would cook more, I think. So like, some of the men in the tag team ones were legit though. It was so many I couldn't even think. But the way I got chilled, because someone was like, oh, and this person was in NXT, and then this person was in AEW. I was like, I ain't gonna hold you. I don't even watch AEW like that. Like, I caught it for a few months because I know all the older stars. Like the Edge, the Christians, the Bryan Danielsons, he go by his real name now, and stuff like that. RVD had popped up, Ric Flair popped up, Sting I was watching. I was like, I know of Billy Gunn's kids. Okay. I know Taz's son is there. And I watched it for Jade. I know like Paige is there and Tony Storm. I don't really like people love. I don't really care for. No, let me shut up. Okay, and then now Mercedes is there, but like my favorite at AEW is Darby. Now he worries and scares the hell out of me every time he wrestles, but he is like a Mankind 2.0. He don't care. Okay, someone was like, he got to be a cat and have 9 lives. Because when he came to Evolution in Greensboro, I was like, he literally went away in the ambulance. And I was like, I believe it. The first time I seen him on TV, he jumped off of the stage onto the sound thing. And I swear to God, Lord, sorry, because I don't say that. But I was like, I know he broke like at least 4 bones. Popped up like a Pop-Tart, blood dripping out his face, still fighting. I'm like, what is he? Like, he is intriguing, but he scares. So anytime he got a match, I'm tuned in, okay? But other than that, don't really pay no attention. So people trying to give me like the history lesson. I was like, I used to watch TNA back in the day when like Hulk and all them was on it. And I was like, I really started rewatching it. I ain't gonna hold you. When Trinity had went over there for the year or the 9 months she was there, got to know all the people again, didn't know Karma or her name over there is Awesome Kong was over there. She's inducted, the second woman ever inducted in their Hall of Fame. And like I told y'all, I remember watching her on WWE. And then like I don't like Nick is over there or Dog Mustafa's over there every once in a while. AJ Tyler Sign or AJ Francis over there every once in a while. But like, I know who Jordynne is, okay? I was still watching like when Deanna went over there. Now she's in AEW, but I know who she is. So I got excited when she came to the Rumble. And then people was like, they want to see her and Natty so bad. But I was like, I get that, but like, I still want to see like her and Bianca. I want to see her and Ivy. I can't wait for her and Roxanne. I can't wait. And then the Twitter beef was like, I was on TNA too, and she was like, but did you win? So then the Stevie girl was like, I don't get an opportunity. People coming from TNA and all these other places get opportunities. She was like, well, how about you fight her next week so she gonna be back on Tuesday? I cannot wait. I'm tuning in next Tuesday. And then I can't wait for Sunday. The only thing I don't like about NXT shows is they always have them on Sunday. Like, why we can't have them on Saturday? I know sometimes y'all tour Florida on Saturdays, but can we cancel that day on Saturday and just have y'all just come on and just have the PLE on Saturday, or it's like the venue booked? Okay? Because people got it. I was about to say, niggas got to work in the morning. When this thing start, okay? And what it probably start at like 8 o'clock, because it probably start at 5 on Vegas. And I'm excited to see, are we getting a hexagon ring? Okay? Number 2, I can't wait for that match. Can't wait for the see who won the North American title triple threat match. I'm kind of anticipating the tag team match. Not really, you know what I'm saying? But one of the main matches I can't wait to see is that Shayna and Lola match. Okay? Because homegirl was running her mouth. What's her name? Anna? I don't know her. But she was running her mouth, right? Talking about some. She basically don't know what she's up against Shayna. And she was laughing. I said, y'all better ask about Lola, okay? They got clips of her on YouTube when she was MMA fighter. Like, she not new to this. So it's going to be so good to watch 2 women that went from MMA, and Shayna still trains people in MMA. to wrestling and is going to wrestle. I cannot wait. You hear me? Cannot wait for that match. And then she called her the B word. Homegirl came out there. They had to hold her back. I said, there's no way in hell y'all about to stop this match like this. Y'all had to restrain them, okay? Then Trick came out with Javon. And ooh, I couldn't get it out. Sorry. Was Sexyy. And she came out there a little twerk and then did the split in the ring. I said, oh. And the audience, get it sexy. Get it sexy. And I'm like, and it shocked her because he turned around and was like, then the end of the match that they won, Lash came out and was like, tell me, Trick, who is you? Like, is it you that's been attacking people? Lights go out. He was like, it's Ethan Page. It's Ethan Page. Isn't he an AE? And then I was like, whoa. I was like, he was like, he is all, what they say, he say, like all something again with an E, like something like sending them to crazy. All ego, that's what he called him. I said, that's a good, nice play on words, Vic. But I don't know. I didn't know who he was either. Like, people had to tell me. So, like I said, I'm back new to this. Certain people I don't watch. If I can't do it every day. Like, I'm not homegirl that I follow. Like, I'm not her. Dang, I can't think of her name either. Denise. I'm not Denise. I'm not JD from NY. Like, I don't watch like Raw and then NXT and then Rampage and then TNA and then Smackdown and then what come on? Not Rampage. Rampage is on Friday. The other one on Wednesday, and then Saturday watch Collision if they have that on TV, and then stay up for the morning and watch Japan. Like, that's too much. Like, when do y'all watch regular TV? Like, I understand you watch it every once in a while or watch clips to keep up, just to know like who might be a good person to bring to certain brands, especially if you're in that space. And if you're an avid wrestling fan, more power to you, you know what I'm saying? That's why when they had that match in France and people was like, Backlash, and people was like, well, people in Europe was like, well, y'all get the experience what we get the experience because we had to get up like super early to watch that match or something like that. It's like normally it's the other way around. I was like, not me, not with Peacock. Shoot, I can watch it when I get up. Like, I'm not getting up at 5 in the morning. No. I don't even get up at 5 in the morning to go to work. Now, if I had to, I will. But not on my day off. No, I'm not. No. Not doing that. Like, I was like, I give y'all NXT every once in a while. Because I stopped back watching. I ain't going to hold you. I stopped again. What made me start was when I watch Deadline every year. Okay, I do watch that. I watch Halloween Havoc every once in a while. No, I watched the last two. I watched Vengeance Day, which is really good. I saw the shows in between that. I saw freaking daggone Cody coming to the show after him and Jay won the titles is what had me restart watching it. And then I had stopped, I think, after Vengeance Day, a little after Vengeance Day. And then now I just started back up. So I had like a 2-month break. But like, I be having stuff going on. So, okay. So now, Smackdown. Smackdown started. And trying to get my life together because I'm trying to think now. I'm sitting here talking about other stuff. I don't even know what happened. Like, now my mind just went. Okay, so I know for the fact that, okay, I'm going to go in a way. I'm going to say this one, Wrestling Rants, is no particular order. I say that one thing. So, I remember Andrade fighting Apollo. And I was like, it better not be no squash match. I'm going to be pissed. It wasn't no squash match. It was a really good match. It was like Andrade had turned down the invitation to Legado del Fantasma. So then after they fought, Apollo and them fought, Angel was ringside. Apollo lost. I'm glad he got to be on TV because when I saw him in Raleigh, he was in a dark match. And then, so he lost. Santos and them come out, which Santos looked good in the black. And at first, when Andrade came out, I said, who the hell is that with that mask on? Because I was trying to figure out who like, I get the emails like, watch us in Smackdown. We going to have these matches. I don't want to see that. Because some of the stuff, if it's not like Smackdown Digital before or after the show starts, that's on YouTube, that my son watches and stuff, he be like, Ma, he sends it to me on text. Or it wasn't announced the week before. I don't want to know. And I'm kind of glad that, and kind of, I have mixed feelings. I'm kind of glad and kind of upset that the website now don't show you who's all going to be over there for SmackDown and Raw. So like 6 months ago, you can go on WWE website and you can go on the tickets and you could click a day that you wanted to go to a show. And underneath the day, it would have the six people that you know for a fact you were going to see that night. Whether it was through a promo, coming talking, on the screen, or them having a match. You knew. Them 6 for sure you were seeing. The others coming out was a surprise. Which was kind of cool, because if I'm a fan of a certain person and I wanted to see that person and I knew they was going to be there, then I'm for sure, and I was on the fence, I'm for sure buying a ticket. But at the same time, it takes away the surprise aspect of it. And then if the person that was on the marquee gets sick or has a family emergency or gets injured or something, now they were on the website, but they're not at the show. So now it's like, okay, what happened? So I thought it was just this coming show. I didn't check the next few weeks. It doesn't have nobody on there. Except for, it does give hints on the show on the main page. So like on the front where it says like Raw, SmackDown, for like, say it says like Columbus, Ohio, and it says Raw, SmackDown, and then the person will be like on the front next to the word Raw. You know they gonna be there. Like next Monday, they have Jay on front, so we know Jay gonna be there. But like when you click on the date, it doesn't have the people like it used to have. So that was interesting. But he walked past them, Lecter and all them looked surprised. So then I guess they go out to talk to him, and Angel's basically like, you embarrassed me out here in front of my people. I told him that you was down to come be with us, whatever. And then he get attacked. So from the back, real quick glance, I thought it was Bobby Lashley, because I was about to say, when he get cleared to fight, then they turned around. I said, oh snap, that's Apollo. I said, oop. I said, all I saw was bald head, muscles. So then before that, who else fought? I want to say, so Nia came out, became Queen of the Ring. So what she was going to say, attack Bayley. Say what she was going to say to Bayley. Bayley comes out. Bayley gets attacked by Piper. And then Chelsea, is laughing and stuff. So I was like, Bayley getting jumped. Ain't nobody there to help. Like, nobody. I was like, where is Naomi at? Naomi come out. And no, she don't come out. She goes to check on her at the in the medic bay part. and has on this pink junk. And then, cause I was like, she got green on her wig. Why she got that pink on? But I thought that was her gear, to be honest with you. But the good thing about her makeup is because she had accents of pink in it, it matches both her gear and her outfit. So then she went to Nick. Blair introduced herself. So in my thought, I was like, Blair is going to intervene in this match, or her and Naomi going to have a match next week. Okay? So then LA, he talks to LA. They go out. She like, bet. Like, that's my girl, whatever. So somebody was like, did Bayley finish her story? Because now everybody got to finish her story. I said, no. I said, for me, Bayley got layers. It's a whole collective group of situation. I was like, Bayley might have got the title. I was like, but you never know if Damage Control is going to come back and try to attack her. Like randomly come on Raw or whatever. Or if they have a joint PLE attack her during a match or something. 2, she still got to straighten out the stuff. She still got beef with Bianca. Like Bianca, they got a history. They got a, you know what I'm saying? And then, is it Bianca? Yeah, and then Charlotte come back, you got beef for her too. Now, I don't know if Charlotte's going to be like a Randy. You know how when Jay had went to Raw and was like, I'm good now, whatever. And Randy was like, I've been watching Smackdown and Raw. I know you're not with them and you've been trying to turn over new leaf. Bet you won't be over here, you're going to be over here. Like that type of situation. Or Charlotte going to come back on 10 still against Bayley. And then I'm like, then with that could be a situation. I feel like Jade or Bianca want. I said that's gonna could cause Naomi and Bianca to have a little rift because they cool, but she also cool with it. She gonna be in the middle of that. Then she got the little beef with her cousin, cause Nia done beat her up last week, a week before last. Then, okay. Then I'm like, then if Jade or Bianca, one of them turn on each other, then you got that layer added. Like it's a tree, just like branches. Okay. Then all of them got an issue with Tiffany, except for Nia. Right? Then now you got throw Blair in there with Naomi, because I'm like, Naomi, stay making friends. I'm like, based on the people she cool with, like she done made friends with Tiffany because she cool with Michin and Bianca. Then you made friends with daggone Blair because you trying to help Bayley. Like, child. Okay. Then after that, so Ciampa and DIY come out, and then right, so I was like, who was Ciampa fighting? I thought she was fighting Montez because he had grabbed his cup, right? And then it was like Theory. So I was like, okay, when are they defending their titles? And then every time Theory comes out and Grayson pops up behind him and talks trash, I crack up laughing. I don't know why. I find it hilarious. Okay. So then they come out. And it was a pretty solid match. And Theory probably had it. And then Grayson had said something to Corey. I don't even know what he said. I'm gonna have to listen to it back. And it cost Theory the match. And Theory was like, what did you say? And I said, y'all ever notice that every time Theory loses a match, it's because of Grayson? I was like, he's never not lost a match because it was because of Grayson. Someone was like, Grayson low-key be sabotaging Theory's matches because he don't want Theory to be better than him. I was like, that's an interesting concept. But he do be sabotaging homeboy, man. I was like, I don't know if it's intentional or unintentional. Like he trying to size him up. And be like, yeah, that's my dude, or whatever. Or you really messing these up because you a little jealous. Like I don't understand it. And then it was the promo with LA and Carmelo. So he had said something about Melo, like Melo had come up and said something about, LA was looking for Logan. And Melo came out and was like, I don't know what you're looking for Logan for, something. He wanted to challenge her for the U.S. title. I said, ooh. So I was like, when are we getting Montez versus Logan for this U.S. title? Like, can we get my man something? Okay? Like, and then Melo was like, I don't know why you doing all that. You gonna look looking for LA. You gonna look into Logan or something. And Logan was like, LA was like, see, y'all done did it. LA was like, you mean Logan, but go ahead. And I said, okay. So Melo had put something on his thing, was like, I done messed up his name. I guess I'm gonna have to go to NXT. And I had said something like, I said Randy did it like 2 weeks ago. You know, said 4 times instead of 14 times. He been doing it for 20 something years. You all right? So somebody I follow had said, that's because neither one of them matter was a factor. He said, next time call them thems. I was crying. I was like, not thems. But I said, he over there stirring the pot. I was like, this I am him thing fits. And I was like, with him being on SmackDown, he's more of a heel. So I'm like, even though he's loved on NXT, now I'm reevaluating his life in NXT. Because I'm like, was he a heel at NXT? Because I'm like, everybody was surprised that he turned on, Trick or whatever. And yeah, him and Trick was Trick Mellow Gang. But I was like, were they low-key heels and they didn't know they was heels because everybody loved him? Okay. I don't know. So before SmackDown, my son and I can't remember if I ever happened to this, but my son and I played Man Caller. We do games every week. And then we played in WWE 2K24. So we did a mixed tag team match. So we did Mommy and Dom. And then I was Bianca Hughes Montez versus Bianca Montez. And I thought 2K24 WWE updates like how Madden and stuff do, and NBA stuff do. And someone was like, they rarely do. Like, whoever cat started with the title gets the title. And I said, I was wondering, because I was like, for one, Rhea still got the title in this. I said, two, they need to do some adjustments to Bianca's entrance. Like, she ain't do her hand butterfly thing. If anything, y'all should have added that. And I was like, when she skips down the ramp, it's off the beat. Like, I don't know. And I know y'all scanned her body to do it, because I remember when they showed the video, she thought she was coming in to do some more stuff for the game, and found out she was on the cover. But I'm like, y'all didn't sync that up right. Whoever was doing did the thing. And then they had Montez's. I said, what song is this? And my son said, that's their song that they played that one Friday. And I said, that sure is their heel song. Because when they first came out, I said, what song is that? When they was like, they was on the pivot and it was like, we tried to go heel, but the crowd had cheer for us. And I was like, well, it would have, now with the people being on SmackDown, they would have to be faces. Because I'm like, the Bloodline are heels. Then you got Legado del Fantasma, I guess they're heels. So that would leave the Pride as faces. Like, I don't know. But I was like, what song is that? I was like, they got to change that back. Like, honestly, though, I ain't mad at the song, though. But then I was like, he got the gear Miss Sandra had made him. Okay. And then I was like, so scared, because somebody was like, they rarely do. So I was like, well, if they rarely do updates, then why every week for like the first month, people's ratings was changing? Like, I think Jimmy's went from like an 86 to an 87. Now it's an 84. I think Jade's went from like an 80 something to a 92. Now it's back down to a 90. Like, if we changing ratings based off of the current stuff right now, then they need to change titles. Like that, you can't change one and not change the other. I don't know. All you gotta do is put a new code in and fix it in a situation. But that's just me. I watched Up, Up, Down, Down today, and that was just a mini video of Bronson and Braun talking about their top 5 games. My son and I watched. So then I remember that. I remember that promo. I remember that match. I remember AJ talking to Nick, and I was confused. I was confused because I was like, they are so buff that their muscles look like they about to burst out them jackets, like him and Nick. I was like, not him coming in the business suit like he about to be try to do a meeting, but I was like, he don't like wearing ties either, but ties are restricting. That's like, I get it. It's probably like putting the top button up on a collar shirt. I hate doing that. But I get it. So then after that, it was, what else do I remember from it? Because I'm all out of order. I remember Paul going up talking to Solo, because I was like, oh, Thomas' brother is back. And Paul was confused because he was like, basically, we're not strategic in nothing. Like, Roman did stuff to be strategic and to fit in the plan. And overall plan was to make basically everybody great. Paul was in on a loop. Paul don't know what the hell going on and stuff like that. Basically, he out the loop. Solo basically told him, don't worry about it. This, that, and the third. When Paul came on the screen, he got cheered for. And then he came out and people was cheering. No, first, my man's KO came out, which I was excited about. Somehow he had to come and help Randy's home and stuff like that. Then Paul came out and people were cheering. I was like, they love him here, but I forgot they're in the capital of New York, which is Albany. And I was like, he from New York, so. But when he was like, the bloodline, I said, you can hear the shakiness of his voice. That man is scared to death. Like, if he knew Morse code with his eyes, he'd be like, help me. In Morse code, he tried to get help from JJ. Was like, I'm how I get in it. Like, I'm not in it. Okay. Solo back with the black jacket with the gloves and the red. I'm trying to figure out which one I like better. To be honest, I don't mind either one. I feel like if the red jacket was more fitted, like how the black jacket was, then it could work either way. But the black with the accents of red, I like. Like, even if you wanted to put the little joint in the pocket and it was red with the gloves, I'll be here for it, okay? Pooh? L? You okay? He got quiet, so he must be on that game. Sorry. And then, so he came out and was like, KO was basically like, I ain't trying to hear it. I've been fighting the bloodline for 4 years, just like how Bianca's been fighting Damage Crow. And he was like, you done went from Brock, whatever's the next cash cow, to did he go to Brock? He went to CM Punk to Brock, right? To Roman. Back to Brock, back to Roman. So now you trying to tell me, you know what I'm saying? And Paul was like, I'm surprised. I thought Solo and them was coming out to like slap the taste out of Paul's mouth, because he was like, we ain't want them. We ain't vouch for them. He was basically like, how do I know you ain't the one pulling the strings? He said, we don't background check all of them, and we told them no, because they too rough, they too ruthless, whatever. And he was like, I'm trying to basically help you out for your safety, because I can't hold them back when stuff go down, basically. And KO was like, KO. And that's why they was like, people's like him and Becky would be good. Like, mixed tag team or podcast, because she always looking for a fight and he always looking for a fight. So it was like, she was like, oh, basically, I'm going to handle it. I got it. And I had told y'all he was going to be the first one back. Okay? It was like KO out injured. I said, one thing about KO and his resiliency, he coming to work. If they tell that man 4 months, he coming back in a month, okay? He'll wear a cast on and he could have everything broke on him but his head and his neck. Now, I watched that movie growing up with homeboy in the cast, full body cast like this. And he make jokes like YMCA or is the field goal good? That's exactly, that's KO could come to work like that and still find a way to wrestle. Tried to tell you, like, he ain't gonna be gone for long. Okay, man had a whole broken wrist or hand, was getting a slam, real life broken jump, still was coming to work. Like, that's crazy. When I tell you he love what he do, and also he's a breadwinner and stuff like that, I don't be in nobody's finances. I don't know how much people save or whatever, but when he love what he do, he love what he do. Okay? See, I'm the type, I don't like to have stuff I don't have to have if I don't need to have it, as far as like bills and stuff are concerned. So like, if I was making, I don't know what nobody makes there, the income most people were making, and I had like an average size home and stuff like that, I'm gonna enjoy like my money a little bit. But my house gonna be paid off in like 2.5 years. I ain't got time, because if I get cut or something and I end up going somewhere else and I don't get paid as much as I get paid at WWE, at least my house is paid off. You know what I'm saying? I'm not worried about mortgage and all that other stuff. Even if I had money saved up nest egg, that's the first thing I want paid off. Like, I ain't got time. All I gotta do is worry about in property tax and utilities and stuff. I'm good. Like, I hated having a car note. Thank God my car's paid off. But my ear. Yeah, I knew KO wasn't gonna be gone for long. He's never gone for long. If he's gone for a long time, in my mind, he is seriously injured. Okay. But so then Solo and them come out because they play my music. He got my favorite song still. And he come out with the boys. So I'm like, oh, I know they ain't trying to play KO. So then out of nowhere, Street Profits come out. I was like, yes. Okay. That was exactly what I said. Like, come on, Montez and them. Then I was trying to figure out what Angelo had. What's the design they had on? Because he had leg sleeves that's the same like the belt around his waist. And it kind of looked like Gucci or like Louis Vuitton type design, but I know that's not what it was. I wonder if Miss Sandra did their gear. And they was like, Paul's so scared that he was hiding behind the timekeeper's area. And I was like, not the timekeeper's area. Okay? Like, I thought it was a good match. It was very much even. And then, of course, Bloodline won. I get Bloodline winning to show their authority and they're scared and stuff. But I had to do when I was like, when is Montez and Angelo gonna stop being jobbers? Like, I think in the past 6 months, they only lost one match. I mean, one or two matches. And I get it. Some people do it for the good of the company. Some people do it to elevate other stars and stuff like that. It helps the storyline. Like, Bayley's done it a lot to help elevate other fellow women. She's one of the seniors in the locker room. Stuff like that. They still don't treat her title as prestigious as they do Rhea's. And stuff like that. Like, the women's Raw title I was gonna say that in the men's SmackDown title because of Roman, but low key the men's Raw title because of Seth was pretty high up there too. It's just like the SmackDown women's title was like, once Bianca didn't have it anymore. Just like the same with the undisputed titles. I'm so glad they split up them tag team titles. I've been crying for that forever. But I was like, I'm ready for them to get the tag team title. I'm really ready for, if I had it my way, both of them get a tag team title. Montez also get a singles title. Like, I just want him. I just want gold around him. I honestly want him to get a title and then him defend it because I want him to do more promos by himself on the mic and then him defeat it. And I don't care if it's for 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. I want it to be long term. I don't care if it's short term, like a month. I just want him to have one. Just give him one, okay? Just like that situation, I think, with with Kofi and Wood situation when Karrion had went up to them. I was like, he wrong, but he right. I was like, it's you know, like I said, it's the way you say stuff and who's the messenger. So they end up losing the Street Profits. So then Piper and Chelsea versus Naomi and Bayley. I keep forgetting that Alicia is the announcer, which threw me, to be honest. Today, I got to get used. My brain is not used to it, even though it's week 3. And Mike being in NXT threw me too. Like when I watched it on Tuesday, because I was like, why do I know that? But I said, I forgot he's in NXT now. But then when he was at the Queen and King of the Ring, I was like, okay. But I don't know. I guess because Sam has been at the last few PLEs, it was like, we're going to alternate and give Mike some. Because I think last year at a couple of them, they were both there. And they would announce certain ones for every other match. I was like, no, y'all announcing the wrong people. So, yeah. But she came out, when Naomi came out, and I saw her gear, I was like, okay, that explains the wig. Okay. Because I was like, if that pink was her gear, I know she'd have some pink in her wig. Or that multicolored one she had on her Instagram page when it was like all blonde. And then she colored it at the house. I think she wore it though before, but I love it. And then it's got like the dark bang. And then around it is different colors. I love that wig. She's done another one like that too. I said my pork chops done already. I just put them in the oven. It's just the timer going off for the preset. But yeah. So she come out. I love that she comes out with a jacket. I love that she always tries to match the theme of who she's out with. Because I was like, now I don't know if Paz done this design or if it's one of the other designers that she follows and she gets ideas from, and then Christina or Miss Sandra executes them and they put it together. But because I follow them too, and I've been following Miss Sandra since watching Total Divas. But oh, my ear. Oh, and I was also going to say Becky gear was cute because I was like, I don't know, because it was like paying homage to like some of her old stuff with the hat, but then it had the tuxedo look. So I was like, it looked like something her husband would wear, but then it's tailored to fit her. So I was like, I don't know if King Troy was like, let's try something new on you. But it worked. And then I was talking about Queen and King of the Ring. So yeah, so she had came out with the cute jacket, and I was like, okay, jacket. You know, she came over with the jacket because, well, some of the time she come over the jacket anyway. Like when she came to the Royal Rumble, she had that long flowing green jacket. Maddie was happy to see her. She was smiling and stuff like that. But I think she came over the jacket this time not only because it goes with her gear, but because every time Bayley comes out with a dope jacket. Okay. I want to see Bayley. I know her hair, side of her hair is purple, but I want to see her. I don't know. I want to see her in another color because she's worn that gear a few times. And I'm not saying she don't have to keep, you know, wearing the gear, design or whatever. But I'm trying to think of what color. Even if she wore the color back in the day, I would want to see her. She had silver at Pretty King of the Ring. I was gonna say orange, but orange is one of those colors that either it looks really good on people or it looks really bad. Like there's no in between with orange. Like orange is one of those colors you'd be like, or okay, like you know what I'm saying. So that can't be. I actually kind of want to see her in like a green. I want to see her in a green, and she has wore green in the past 2 years, and I don't remember. And it don't gotta be lime green, okay? It could be hunter green, regular green, but I want to see her in like a green and gold type situation, where it's paying homage to like Monet, her sis, and her sis Naomi, but it's given like royalty, somebody with money, Egyptian type situation like WrestleMania. Like I want to see. I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out there. So that match went pretty well. Piper was slaughtering people at first, and I think she threw Bayley over the ring. I don't know if she hit her ribs or her back or whatever. She was on the ground for a while. Naomi was getting it, okay? She was getting it to Chelsea for a while. Gave her the rear view, end up the camera was close, like on here when she climbed up the rope, you could see her thigh and past her behind. I'm like, what is with the camera person? Then I guess Naomi had went somewhere off the ring. I think Piper tapped the camera person, I guess, to like tell him to back up so she can be right there to wrestle. And when she rear viewed, I think Piper knocked out Naomi, if I recall, and then because Chelsea was out of it, and then threw Chelsea on top of Naomi, and then they lost. And I was like, oh, I ain't seen the real view in a while. I know she did a couple months ago before that, but she did it in a while before that. And I was like, and Piper looked good, okay? Loved her gear, loved her makeup, loved her hair. Chelsea, the navy blue or royal blue was nice gear, but I think you know what I think with the hair, dark hair that Chelsea has, I think that cobalt blue, you know, that unique looking blue that people have on their cars, if y'all could find that color in a fabric for Chelsea and she rocked that, I think she would look so good in that. Like, because blue seems to be her thing, okay? Because I'm still obsessed over that Queen and King of the Ring gear. Like, and Corey looks good in any color, because he done wore burgundy, green, he wore blue tonight, he done wore red, like, whatever color. Like, it's certain people, they look good no matter what color they're in. Certain people know what colors, like, depending on the color of your veins, if you could see them or not, and then the color of your skin, your body, it's June 1st, and your body, looks better with warm or bright colors. And then some people could wear either. So, but, I feel like I'm missing a match. So then we saw Bianca and Jade. They both had on silver. They looked good. And Indi comes out. So Indi was basically like, thanks to you, my girl Candice is on ice. She at home, right? And Bianca hit her, girl, like, no, you not about to do this. Like, she ain't attack me first or whatever. So Jade coming to her was like, oh, so we got a problem, basically. So, basically hit dogs holler. You know what I'm saying? Hit dogs on her, like, what we gonna do? Not give you buck, for real. Okay? That's basically what he's saying. And he was like, And Jade, Bianca was like, we going in? Jade was like, we going in. I'm just translating. I know I'm paraphrasing longer than what happened. And then she was like, bet, alright. So then they cut out, and then they come back from commercial, and next week it's gonna be Indi versus Jade. That's gonna be good. That's why I was like, that little one match with Bianca and Candice started something. Okay. So then, okay, I think I done said everything, right? It was only 2 matches? 3 matches. 4 matches. No, it was 4 matches. Because it was Apollo, Andrade. It was 4 or 5 matches. No, Apollo and Andrade. Naomi, Bayley, and then Piper and Chelsea. And then the Street Profits and the Bloodline. And then it was, I done said one, I missed it. Theory and Ciampa. So then, excuse me. After that was, I'm going all the way around the bush. Probably starting from the beginning. My son was like, I feel so bad for Adam and Nick. This is legit what he said. He said they got to deal with so much. And then he said, well, probably more of Adam. I said, yeah. I said, Adam. I said, because Nick going to say something. I said, I like Nick. I said, you can ask him or try to demand what you want to demand. Said, it's only going to go but so far because Nick ain't playing with you. I was like, now, Adam will let, a lot of stuff will go down. So then after that, it was, I remember them talking to, I want to say Michin, about her possibly becoming the first North American Women's Champion, which I think she needs to become. And Nia comes out, basically, something about her being the queen or whatever. And she give her the stare down. First of all, Michin looks great, okay? I'm coming, oven. Michin looks great, okay? Let me go get my food. And, ow, my knee. And, she gives Nia the stare down, right? She gave Tiffany. And I said, for all of y'all that question if she's black, you could tell right there at that stare down that she's black. It's something about us as black women. We turn on that we not playing with you face. It's a universal face, okay? Every black woman got it. And if you are a woman of color and you can make that face, you know what I'm saying? But I would say you got some, and everybody originated from the Middle East anyway, just migrated different places. Skin tones and hair tones changed over time. But my pork chops are done. But yeah, so yeah, speaking of that, I was surprised, ironically, to find out that us as people of African descent have closer ties with people of Asian descent than we do people of Hispanic descent. It makes sense logically, but all the friends that I have, no, I would say it's about the same, because we relate to both sides, certain stuff we do, but I'm not surprised. Watch the History Channel, and I'm not even a fan of history, but when it comes to like genealogy and stuff, I'm real big on that, and like roots and stuff and origins, and that's the only time I watch it. Any other time, I don't. But yeah, she stared down, was like, I said, now if that's gonna be a match, that's gonna be a good match, okay? And then AJ come out. LA come out and was like, if what's true is what's said was true. He was like, respect, right? So I'm clapping like, okay, he can give me his props, even though homeboy got arrested outside his house. So then after that, it was, he saw Cody. He whispered something in Cody's ear. Then he saw Luke and Carl. He like, y'all been with me through thick and thin. I want y'all to be out there with me. So I follow Michin on Twitter, and she like, hold on. Why I ain't know about this? And somebody was like, girl, they exiled you from the group. Like, why you not out there? So then he gives this whole speech and talking about his son's graduation he went to, and he looked up and he wants to be a dad and all this other stuff, and got tears in his eyes and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. So I'm like, okay, so Jimmy, him, Jay's sons are graduated high school. I'm like, who else kids done graduated high school? But then I got to remember that a lot of these wrestlers are my age or older. That, not the new ones, the call-ups from like NXT, but the ones, you know what I'm saying? So we all graduated in the 2000s. Some of them that's still wrestling graduated in the 90s, like Ray Mysterio. I think he the same age as my aunt. Was he like 48, 47? And she graduated 30 years in 94. That's crazy. Like, but it's few in between. Like him, Brandy, maybe like Kofi, probably KO, Sammy, stuff like that. But everybody else that like is present now grew up in graduated in the 2000s. Okay, not counting Solo because he first arrived like a year and a half ago, so he's still kind of new. So I'm like, yeah, if we had children at a certain time, then yeah. So he's saying all that, and he was like, I whispered something in your ear, Cody. Told you come out when you want, when I call you. He half the tears. The dudes is half the tears. I don't know if they had the conversation on the way to the ring, or they just know him real well. Some people, you can be like, I want you to come out here with me, and you make a face or your tone, because they know you so well and y'all so close. That's all you got to say. You ain't got to say nothing else. You ain't got to explain it. They know what to do. They know how to respond like that. And then some people got to get to know you. They don't know what that means. So if I come to you and be like, I need you to come out here with me. Like, it sounds like, Earthsea, if you don't know. And then some people like, I need you to come out here with me. Like, come out here with me. Like, it's probably like, okay, she might need some assistance, a shoulder to cry on, something like that. Or if straight face, like, I need you to come out with me. Something like that. Like same sentence, 3 different tones. If you know someone well enough, you can tell by like their facial expressions, their voice, like, okay, we going with this way with this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gathering that from the OC after what transpired. Because he's saying all that. He called Cody out. Cody comes out, play his music. And then I was like, production. Okay? Y'all ain't do the pyro for him when he came out. I said, daggone Piper had to tap the camera person. Daggone, then it was all close on Naomi. I'm like, we don't get the different angles, like when they was coming from behind the scenes and the stadium and stuff like that. I'm like, we not getting the graphics and stuff like that. Like, what is happening? And it's been the past few weeks. I was like, what is going on? Like, is it too much to keep up with? Like, is Lee on vacation? Like, what is happening? Okay. And then he says what he says to him, and him was like, you responded, yes, I'm fine, little brother, and stuff like that, little bro. And they smiled and all that other stuff, hugged, and he's like, yeah, he's retiring, so like that. This is your house, I'm giving you the keys, whatever. After that, he attacks Cody, takes off the jacket. I'm like, because I was this close to crying. Now, people that know me know I am a thug, but I'm very much an empath. So if I see someone crying or hear someone crying, I'm crying. If I see something I feel like that's really touching, I'm crying. Like certain movies, I cry every time and I know what's happening. Like Lion King, Sister Act 2, like certain movies, you know what I'm saying? Crying regardless, seen it 20,000 times, still crying. So, but my body would not allow me to cry during the segment. So I said, something ain't right. Legit. Because had it been he was really retiring, I probably would have cried. Okay? And then I was like, but where people out that's going to clap for him, you know, or come out when he retires like, hey, so I said, something ain't right. Then when he attacked Cody, I said, I said, that's what's not right. That's why I couldn't get myself to cry. And then the fact that the OC stopped the security and the refs from getting to the other side, from getting to him. Right? I was like, oh, okay. So they knew what the tone of the voice was. Because I'm like, they just stood there, ain't let nobody pass. And I said, and that's why Michin was not a part of this situation. Because I know her, because she probably would have tried to break it up and keep the peace. That's probably why. Or they didn't want her in the fire line of danger. It's one of those. So I'm like, girl, it's not that you out the loop. They protecting you. But it's going to be interesting to see what Cody says in response next week. Okay? Because Clash at the Castle is in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. So if this is Nick, his way of getting another title shot around Nick, it's going to happen. And I'm saying that because Cody's going to respond to him. And if they don't fight that Smackdown that Friday before, he's definitely fighting him that Saturday. Okay? And no, let's see, now I'm getting my mixed up. If he don't say nothing, if he say something this Friday, or he don't attack AJ back and build up something, and then that'll be probably the last time they fight again at Clash at the Castle, maybe. I'm just saying. Okay? I think that's everything. Because when I started, I came out, Nick came out, was in the middle of the ring, I think, and the thing on the ring was red. Yeah, because he presented Nia with, yeah. Okay, so I done said everything for SmackDown. I'm remembering. It's been a long day. But hopefully this Raw will be good. I'm actually catching them on Mondays now. Thanks to a live stream. And not really a live stream. I got a password to a friend's like YouTube thing. But I have to catch live stream. I have to catch NXT on Wednesdays. So that sucks. But I will catch you guys next Friday. Because I was going to make another video on Monday. But I was like, it's Memorial Day. We just came from my brother's house for a cookout in the pool and getting settled. And I was half asleep. And I didn't feel like making a video. And I told y'all mental health and all that. So I'm rejuvenated. The family does that. Helps with that. Family and friends. When you want to be outside, but you don't. I don't know. But you really don't. So you want to, if you go outside, you want to be in a safe environment with people that's closest to you, that's no judgment, that's going to love you and laugh with you and cry with you and stuff like that. Like, the cookout with the family is the best thing. It was me and my siblings and our kids in my brother's house with his pool. So it was nice. Food and drinks galore. But y'all enjoy y'all weekend. And, yeah, be safe out here. If you're in a hurricane area, please really be safe. And with all the stuff that's going on in the world, women, be safe. Men, be aware and stop being creeps. Okay? And if you have kids, especially boys, because we always put things on girls like, oh, you shouldn't dress this way, or you should act this way, or you should be this way. Teach your boys to be respectful. Teach your sons that, and I have on myself, that just because a girl wears this opposed to this, that does not mean you can do certain things. Just because she does this doesn't mean you can treat her any type of way. You can hit on her, you can do this, that, and the third. You still be a gentleman through it all. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, people get angry. We're all a human. We're not going to be perfect. Nobody's perfect in the day, at any time of day. But manners come first. I feel like for my son, he still got the fear of God of me in him. And that has helped. Okay? But one thing you will not do is be disrespectful to anyone, especially women. Especially black women, for my son. When a black woman is raising you and you have black aunts and a black grandma, and you know what I'm saying, like, we're not doing that over here. So teach your women and teach your kids that they don't get trophies and stuff all the time. That, because that irks my nerves. My nephew got a flag football banquet and he was like, they get a little trophies for best player and stuff like that. They don't get no trophies for winning. And I said, good, because these sports with these participation trophies be irking my nerves. Everybody don't get no trophy. You see what I'm saying? Like, my dad got a plaque when my brother played t-ball, baseball, because he was a coach. And they won the season, so they got a trophy for that. But other than that, they didn't get one. I used to tell my son that. I was like, even when he's little, if he ain't get no trophy, like, sorry, like, and nicely, you suck. Y'all team sucks. You got to get better. Because you get all these kids trophies, they're going to grow up. They're going to become entitled middle schoolers. And then if they're spoiled and don't have manners on top of that, it makes it worse. And they become entitled adults who, if they don't win or something, and they don't know how to play well with others, like, it's a dangerous path. You got to learn to lose. Learn to lose gracefully, because that means you got to, okay, well, what made us lose? We need to work on that. I need to get better on that. That's all. I'm going for real this time, y'all. Bye-bye.